Hey everyone, it is Barb Teckle. Welcome to June. I hope you are doing well. So again, I am bringing some wisdom from the animals and the oracles to help you through the month of June. And I wanted to look at for this month, which I know we've been looking at pretty much every month because it's just the state of the world that we're in right now. But I really wanted to look at how do we continue to try and stay in balance and harmony within ourselves despite what's going on out in the world. And so often that is beyond our control. So how do we stay centered and grounded even though the world continues, new things are popping up that can be disturbing, that can cause fear. So how do we keep riding this? How do we keep moving through this? So the first card I'm going to pull is from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. And then I'm going to pull a card from this deck for the animal wisdom from the Divine Dog Wisdom cards. I just felt really called to pull from the dog cards today because I've been seeing so many more dogs out on my walks now that it's warmer and nicer out. And that just brings me so much joy when I can see dogs out and about on their walks with their people. Sometimes I get to stop and pet them, which really makes me happy. And so yeah, that's part of what keeps me grounded and centered is connecting with the dogs that are out on their walk out there. So let's pull the first card from the Oracle of the Seven Energies. See what this message is to help us. This is good. I like this. Oh, this is beautiful. So the card is a higher view. And I hope you can see that. You could maybe perhaps call this person an angel. Or maybe it's you. This is representing you. And this beautiful owl with its wings just expanded. Wow. Right away, just I'm thinking about this topsy-turvy, looking at the question of this topsy-turvy world. And the higher view and the wings of the owl just expanded so wide. Oh, you know what else I'm seeing? This looks to me like a heart right below the tail of the owl. So it really is about expanding our hearts and not, it's so easy to get caught up into the fear, and if fear is constantly trying to play out and just draw us in and then wants us to stay within that state of fear. But that doesn't get us anywhere, right? So we have to expand our perspective. We have to understand that everything that's playing out is for a higher purpose. And I really feel like this card is saying, especially during these really topsy-turvy times, is we all need to stay connected to our heart. And the owl for me always represents our wise inner self. So it's staying tuned in, especially when we hear another piece of news that may seem disturbing, to stop and tune in and just say, how is that feeling for me right now? If you feel yourself going down the rabbit hole of fear, this is your message. That's your clue to not go to that space, but to go into the space of love and light, really. And I know that can sound trite sometimes, but we really need to be the ones who are holding a space of love, holding a space of light. And here's what I understand from the spiritual teachers I listen to. And this is something I've really come to understand even deeper, the last year or so. That there is more light coming onto the planet. And the more light that comes onto the planet, the more people, and what I mean by that, it's like more people are becoming awake to what the truth is, which brings more light into the world. And the more light that comes into the world, the darker forces, we will see more of that. But try to remember that is a good thing. that the more dark we see is because more light is being shed onto that. So just try and hold that. That's not easy to hold all the time. I understand that. I feel a little bit better at that than I used to. But definitely that is a work in progress for me as well. But just try to remember that, and try to remember to tap back into your wiser self and know that you have a choice in that moment. Are you going to stay in that place of fear, or are you going to open yourself to more love? Definitely more love. Yeah. Oh, I love that. I hope you love that too. So along with that card, let's pull one of the dog cards to see what the message is there, to go with the higher view, to expand our hearts in love. And let's be that light. Let's be that light that we all want to see more of in the world. Because we all want to live with joy. That's why we're here, right? We're here to live with joy and happiness, and not let those dark forces take over. Okay, so here, let's see what card this is. I love it. This goes so great with the higher view, keeping our hearts open, and then we can all live with more harmony. It says, get on key. Let's all get on the key of living in balance within ourselves, remembering to tap into our wise inner selves, expanding our hearts in love, so we can all be in tune with joy and celebration. Look at, so we can all celebrate how wonderful this planet really is, and how great life really is and can be, even more so. That's a great, I love this. That is just such a happy card for June, isn't it? This is beautiful, the higher view. And when we see the higher view and we learn to expand our hearts, we then have more. I was just writing about this with one of my cards in my Animal Reflections deck I'm working on. We can deepen our empathy, not only for ourselves, but for everybody around us that may be struggling. We can help them. When we do our own inner work, we can help others to do the same by being the example. And the more we do that, the more we all can live in more peace and more harmony. So I hope that was helpful for June, and I hope you can remember that. Just remember this card. If you're in the middle of June and you're feeling down and out, just bring this image back into your head, and know that we can all live in harmony and peace. Yeah. All right. Have a great June, and I will see you again in July. All right. Take good care, everyone. Bye-bye.